So, hello YouTube. So today I'm going to be making an iftar with 1 chicken and 2 dishes. So I wanted to make my husband happy. So I cut the chicken in half, and I put half of it in the instant pot. So we're going to make chicken broth soup first. So you put in the instant pot, put all the veggies in and season it, and then ideally I recommend that you put boiling water, because then it'll pressure cook faster, as in the pressure will build up faster. So you want to pressure cook that on for 40 minutes max. And we're going to move on now to the next dish. So that was really quick. And you're going to then sear the chicken until it's beautifully brown. And you want as much fat as you can to get into the pan. If you've got, by the way guys, if you've got a heavy iron pot pan, it's even better than the non-stick pan. I love the way it just the heat is evenly distributed. So yeah, I'd recommend. So if you've got an iron pot pan, use that instead. So you want to keep turning it, and you want to get as much fat out of that, because that fat is going to really flavour the rice and flavour the dish. So as you can see, I'm new to YouTube, so I make so many editing errors at the moment. So I'm like really learning right now. So you can see the camera, I'm really sorry about the camera, it's like shaking about, but hey guys, you gotta start somewhere. So here I am starting. So you're gonna remove the chicken and you're gonna add the onions. So you're gonna add the onions and you're gonna fry them up until they're close to caramelization. And I also add some cardamoms, as you saw. I love cardamoms. Cardamoms has so much depth and flavour. And then later on I'll be seasoning it with cinnamon and paprika and turmeric. And the recipe's in the description box below. And then you're going to add carrots. You're going to shred your carrots, or you can cut them up in really tiny pieces. It's totally up to you. You're going to add your carrots and you're going to keep turning. You're going to basically cook them down until they've softened and also close to caramelization. The longer you cook the carrots, the tastier, the sweeter they are. Just same with chicken. The longer you cook the chicken, the more flavour you're going to get out of it. But of course, we're going to be quick here, so this is going to be a quick dish. And I have like many of these where I do like 1 large chicken and 2 dishes, because my husband isn't a big fan of roast chicken for some reason. So I often like do these sort of dishes. And then he's a huge fan. He's obsessed with chicken soup and chicken broth. So what I do is you can't have 1 whole chicken in 1 broth dish. It's too much. So then I thought, what do I do with it? So I started making these different dishes by splitting the chicken in half and making different dishes. So this is one of them, one of many. Then you're going to put the chicken back in. And then you're going to add some water, 1.5 cups of water. And then you're going to let it cook, let it simmer for a good 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes max. You want as much flavour as you can get out of that. Of course, this is about how much time you have. You've got more time, let it cook for longer. Let it thicken down, so you can see now. And then I'm going to put the lid back on again and then let it cook down. So there you go, it's like thick and saucy. And you should have soaked rice. So ideally you should soak your rice because it cooks quicker. So I'm going to put the rice in. I use basmati. If you don't have basmati, you can use any other rice, but as long as it's not sticky rice, otherwise you're going to have mush. And you're going to stir that in for all the flavour, let it soak up all the flavour. And you're going to put a bit more water than what I've done, because I did actually put water in later on. So you want to put a bit more water until it's just covered. And then you're going to put the chicken back on top and then you're going to cover it. This dish was so nice. I mean, my husband attacked it. So did I. So there you go. So now the chicken broth is done. And you're going to take the chicken out and you're going to shred the chicken. I just love shredding. I mean, I think it might as well just be a chicken shredder. So you're going to shred the chicken, put it back into the pot, and it's a generous amount of lemon. So there you go. As you can see, quick editing. skipped all the long cooking bit. So you can see like this is how the rice should look, okay? And it was so flavorful, guys. I am not kidding you. It was full of flavor. So there you go, guys. That's like 1 chicken and 2 dishes. You know, so much blessings in this, honestly. Barakah, as they say. My husband was very happy and he really enjoyed it. He ate the whole lot. Oh yeah, and I shredded the chicken. Because you only got like half a chicken, it just looks so much better shredded on top. Because as I said, I am a chicken shredder. And enjoy!